All right.
All right. Today we're going to learn how to use a tape measure. But first we have to get to the basics. We're going to go to the basics. The basics. This is called a ruler because it's the rule of measuring for the inch system. There are 12 inches in this, which results in 1 foot. 12 inches is 1 foot. So now we need to see on everything you're going to use, you're going to have inches. And then it'll be marked at 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, on up to 25 feet. But you need to understand an inch. If we get the inch down, then you can read any measurement that's in inches. So we start with an inch. We scaled it up so we could see it, and we broke it down into its segments. This is what an inch looks. One of these inches is right here. So we could break it down. Now the rule of an inch is that there are 16ths. 16 of these lines in here. There's 16 16ths in an inch. But to break that down so you could look at your tape measure or your ruler or your carpenter square, this is a 16th. This is the first 16th right here. Then they break it down into eighths, which there's 8 eighths in an inch. Then they go to the quarter mark, which is a little bit longer, and there are 4 quarters in an inch. And this, of course, is your 8 again, which is 6 16ths. So if you ever get lost reading a tape measure, you can, if you have to, count every 16th to figure how many you got. And then this, of course, is 3/8, and then this is half. This is called a half. So you can locate instantly where you're at by just looking at the half mark. This half is 8 16ths, half of 16 16ths. So then you go on down the line, you got 9 16ths, you got 5 eighths, then you got 11 16ths, then you got 3 quarters. That's 1, 1, 2, 3 quarters. That'll get you to the end there. So no matter what you measure. Now, if you buy a tape measure, and it's a commercial one, the way this is set up is this tab right here is a 16th of an inch wide. And this moves. Don't think your tape measure is something wrong with the end of it. This is meant to move to adjust for the 16th of an inch. If you pull it against something like this, it moves to the end to allow for that 16th. Then if you're just measuring something, you're going against it like this, then that tip moves in a 16th of an inch to correct for this 16th right here. So don't think your tape measure is messed up just because this end thing moves. And remember, when you wind a tape measure in, you hold on to it, push the release button, and hold on to it. Doesn't snap against your ruler and after time mess this measurement up. All right, now this is a carpenter square. It's 1.5 inches wide from here to here. It's 2 inches wide from here to there, so you can use that for a standard. It is 24 inches from here to there, and from here to there is 16 inches. So you can use that as a standard. This is meant to use so you can square up your project. Let's see here, let's go like this. So you hold this against there like that, draw you a line, and it'll tell you whether you're square or not, or this end is square. So they're really handy if you want to draw square lines on something. Now, the reason that this is so helpful, especially if you younger people are going to get into mechanics of any type, these wrenches are set on this scale. This one goes from 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. This particular set I got. So if somebody asks you and they tell you, well, I need a 9/16 wrench, they're talking about this 9/16, and it is here, wrote on the wrench right there, 9/16. This is called a box end. It goes completely over the bolt head, and if you flip this little lever, it goes from one direction to the other. You can either loosen or you can tighten. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That's what we do in the mechanics field. It sounds like a little children's nursery rhyme, but it is handy to know when you're looking at a bolt. Because to tighten the regular SAE bolt, you always go to the right. To loosen it, you always go to the left. And it's different when it comes to metrics, but we're not going to deal with metrics today. That's going to be another video. So anyway, I hope this explained that the system to you. Remember, this is a ruler because it is the rule of measurement for the inch. And remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 inches, which is a foot. And it has that metal piece in the wood right there to keep this wood from warping either way. It keeps it from warping. So remember, that's the rule. And it's always, no matter what you measure, I don't care if it's 20 feet, 30 feet, it's always going to come out. If it doesn't come out exactly on that foot mark, this is what you're going to remember. This is what you're going to learn to go by. So your eye can, if it's 8 feet, 1/4 inch, then you'll have that 1/4 inch measurement. Then you just make your mark on whatever material you're using. So anyway, I hope this has been informative, and like to see you on the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.